Yo, guys, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I'll give you some updates on the Bitcoin trade that we placed Friday. So basically, Friday 26, Saturday. So 26, we have seen this zone out here, and then we've seen this big rejection and the buy, and we were maybe a bit, just a bit too fast because we took it and then we went down and we were ready to put some more capital, but as soon as we got up again, then we played some more trades up on the way up. And yeah, it was an amazing trade, but it was over the night. And over the night, this big move happened, like $1,000 in profits, $1,000 in price change, and I was basically having around one full Bitcoin, if not a little bit more. So yeah, when I woke up, the price was actually down already, and I realized that the account was liquidated. And I wasn't only, if you check the video, I was actually depositing just $100. So my strategy says that if I deposit the lowest and then strategically buy in the right moment, basically I don't need a lot of capital. I just can do it with so little. But sometimes when you get in the wrong position, and if you go to sleep, then yeah, basically this can happen, and I didn't see it. So I can either close the trade or either put some more money, because I only had $100, and since here when it was drawdown, basically liquidated the account. So in this drawdown, I was supposed to be awake and add some more money in the account so I can keep it active. And by the time today, it went another drop to same low, and basically this time tested this low, because we tested three times in 12 hours. We stood around this point, and then yeah, then we shot up. Now we retraced from this high. Now we set this support already, and we are continuing high. So yeah, it's like textbook so far. um Earlier I actually took this trade a little bit earlier. Again, I took it around here when I saw this another rejection on a big important zone, and I took it here. I thought it would go up, but it went down more. So that was the moment when I actually deposited some more. So at first I started with $100, and I put this trade here, the zero point 0.4, which was actually a little bit too over leveraged, like almost half a Bitcoin for um, for $100. That's pretty risky. And by the time it went down to here, if we can check already, the drawdown was around $200 from this trade, and a few more tens of bucks from this trade, 17 and whatever, another $10. So let's say around $300 I needed to deposit. With $100 I needed to deposit $300 more to sustain all these positions. I deposited more, just because I was doing something else, and I didn't want to watch the markets again and again and again, just to make sure I'm not like almost blowing up the accounts and I have to fast rush and deposit the money. I deposited double just to make sure. So around 300, 400, $500 should be around, should be enough for you to just start accumulating Bitcoin. I had my mentality a little bit low until now. I was trading 0.001 on gold, and gold has very powerful moves, and it gives a lot of money with 0.001 as well. But Bitcoin is quite different. Bitcoin is a little bit less risky, with low risk, because especially on a buy side, because in the buy side, as you can see, when it's retracement, it retraces, but it retraces just a bit. So right now, especially because until now it retraced a lot. So if you bought by the time um, by the time the president was elected, for example, if you would have got like zero point 0.5 zero zero 0.05, but we will multiply by 10 and realize how much drawdown we would have faced. So if you would have bought by the elections, right now your Bitcoin, if you paid, for example, 100,000, your Bitcoin will be worth 94,000 for five k less. In this case, if you would have had a half a Bitcoin since then with leverage, all you needed for your account was 1,04005. So for half a Bitcoin, you needed 10,000. So yeah, 10,000 for basically the worst position you could have get in the last time, right? Because we're coming from down since lower spray prices. So in the worst case position of 2025, you needed 10K for a half a billion to sustain in the entire 3 months of drawdown. That's not gonna happen anymore. Right now we are shooting up, as we can see here, because this was a significant high when we made this drop. Now basically when we cleared this high, it was the first idea that it might go up and the bull market is not over. Now that we dropped this one once, we retraced, and now we did it again, and now we retraced and we're looking to go higher. Then we'll definitely targeting this high, and then this one, and that's it. There are three more bigger highs in this overly populated area. This is gonna be a hard area, because I think, because usually when there's space, when there's traffic in the left side, then basically maybe it goes sideways sometimes there as well, a long time. But for Bitcoin, I don't know. Right now it looks like it's Bitcoin and gold. For me, these two assets, they look like they're not gonna stop growing for this year. Gold is not going to stop growing for years to come. Yes, it will have retracements, but overall, it's just going up 100%. Silver, it might be what gold is today in a few years. So silver might have a bigger growth, might have bigger growth than gold gets, because gold is already a lot valued, but silver is undervalued. And Bitcoin is not undervalued. Bitcoin is overly valued, but Bitcoin has these massive uh, cycles that basically whoever has Bitcoin before bull market with basically 1 year, 1 year is a lot, maybe better, sorry, 1 year is a little time, but usually around 2 to 3 years before the bull market. Let's say 2 years properly, because the lowest price in in last 5 years was 2023, I believe. 2022 December, yeah. 2023 January was the lowest point. So if you buy 2 years before the big bull market, yeah, that's when it's 2 years before the bull market. 2020, you needed 2 years before here, 2021 here, and 2019, right? Exactly. So this is where we are now. We just defeated all this past idea that Bitcoin can go lower with this move here. Same here. When we cleared this high, we just went like straight up. Same here. When we cleared this high, yes, in this case, it was different. We had a retracement and now we're shooting up. But when it shoots up, it should shoot like 9,000 to 67,000. Let's see, around 10K, even more. Look, this is 700 to it's around 100K, to be honest. In that situation, it did happen 100x with this low, which happened in 1 month. With the normal, it should be a 10x. But again, with my idea that a lot of governments are going into Bitcoin right now, and they are not, they are very good investors because they literally run governments. So for this aspect, they know when to invest, and they didn't make a fuss about legalizing and buying ETFs and cryptos before. They didn't do it since 2023, right? Because if they would have done it since then you would have got the chance to buy a very good Bitcoin, and a lot of people would made a lot of money. But they started promoting at 100K because they know they can afford it even at 100K. But you start to not afford it anymore. I cannot afford it. I'm trading for 3 years commodities and forex and futures, and I have never thought of an idea, to be honest, to trade Bitcoin with leverage. I was thinking of only owning Bitcoin in order to catch this bull market, but it's not the case. You should not own the Bitcoin because um, one of the big edges in real life is leveraging uh, other people's edges in a way, if you can understand me. So basically, your money is your leverage, but other people's money is other people's leverage. And other people's money is quite accessible right now through these platforms that at first they look like it's a scam, but it's actually the entire financial system placed into this internet which we have right now for navigating the world, right? So in fact, it's the real deal, and it's how everything works right now. And if you wanna get more money, as much as you work, it's not gonna make a difference. As much as you passively have income from investments when you go to sleep, and then you get some more money when you wake up, and you just started the day, but you actually on profit. That's when life starts. Actually, that's why I believe, and that's why I'm pursuing this dream or whatever. Whatever, this is not financial advice. Please do not sue me. Leave me alone. I am not telling you to buy Bitcoin. I am telling you my challenge that I am trying to buy Bitcoin with no money, and is at my own costs, and whatever I do, it's my fault. Don't do like me. It's This video is just to see that there's ways of diversifying your situation. Nobody ever, in no school and in no book and in no conspiracy theory, or not, nobody ever said you should only work, you should only be employed. Nobody. So in a normal world where you see that it evolves very, very much, then all you have to do is to evolve yourself as well, and to be the same with the trend, and the trend right now, as you can see, is fucking massive. Since 2 years, Bitcoin is going fucking up. Look, I like this trend because until here, it got rejected here and here. It was still up, but it was on the downside of the trend line, right? And it was what this means. What's this meaning? Because if it's on the downside, then it should work a little bit, it should go slower. But if it's on the upside, then it should go faster. See, as it goes up, to shoot up. As it goes up, it shoot it up. Then it went down again, and now it didn't let it go this much, like on this uh, low as well. But it went down, and then it find the buyers that they said, the buyers from here, they said, okay, now we have to scale. When are we going to scale? When it comes back to the price of the last support, which resistance or support we just broke, and now we have to retest. So everybody that is very bullish on Bitcoin, when saw a price around here, they just bought so much, and the broker didn't had money. All the global brokers didn't had Bitcoin to sell anymore from lower prices. They literally, nobody was selling at lower prices, or if people were selling at lower prices, there were a few, because at lower prices most people were buying. Yeah, so these people, the market, said whatever he had to said, and he said, we're going up again. We're going up again. So yeah, and this is the monthly chart, and the monthly chart, it looks like higher high, higher high, higher high, lower high and higher low, lower high and higher low, and still lower high and higher low. Sorry, lower high and lower low since here. Yeah, since here. Yeah, it's lower high and higher low, but now it made here a lower high, and I'm expecting, especially this month, if possible, to go. It already go very much up. So yeah, it already went up, and this month it did the move to go from the downside of the trend to the upside of the trend, which is actually more powerful. And maybe next month, it's next in the next 3 days. To be honest, the reason why I got now into the Bitcoin is that I really believe it goes right now up. So as this um, broke the downtrend, enticed people, this candle, to for maybe half a month, let's say, or weekly. Yeah, uh, yeah, weekly is this one. So this candle on the 7th of April, it's opened here. It went down. It broke this low. It enticed everybody thinking that it's going even lower or hit the stop losses. And then what's happening down? A lot of buy orders, and the price went up again. Yeah, so they try, as well as trend players. If you have a trend strategy but you play with buys and sells in the same time, you're thinking, oh, you broke this trend line, I'm gonna get that one. I broke this trend line, I'm buy it. I broke this trend line, I'm whatever. But when you broke this trend line, then you basically have here a stop loss, then here, and you buy it. You sell it, you say, whoa, what a nice thing, and the next month it just invalidates. So yeah, hopefully you can get up off on time. But yeah, right now I'm hoping is this candle, not that. Let's see if we have a similarity, like here. Yeah, have a similarity. We have the same candle that went down and then up, and then we have few candles, one, two, three, to the barrier, and to the trend, and a resistance. Sorry, a rejection and a retest, and then here as well, inducement into sales in a good point. Then one, two, three candles, and the three candle was different because it already broke through, so it didn't retest it. But we are still expecting it to be retested right now. But maybe just a bit, like here. See, when it broke through. Even this one is the same. See, it opened here, it went low, it broke the low, and then it went high and shut up. And then 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, few more weeks, but the first 2 weeks after were strong. So, yep, I'm expecting the next 2 weeks to be strong as well. With these 2 weeks, one, two, sorry, one, yeah, one, two. With these 2 weeks, at this point, we already broke the high. So we are below this point because right now we didn't broke the high. So we are anticipating the same power as this one. So here we grew 67 to 109. So we grew around 30, 40K, 40K in 4 weeks. Yeah. So right now we already started, but we didn't break the high. So we still have a lot to go, right? But I think it's going to break the high like it did here, because here the high was broken, just this one, the small one, and then with the big candle it broke the other one, and it went up. So I guess the next candle is gonna break this one and go even higher. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. I think it's a legit strategic based technical analysis, strategy based, whatever. It's obvious right now. So a zero point 0.5 trade. Sorry, can see the big one. I don't know why. We'll grab that one. Not this one, this one. So we grab this one and we see, because just 0 0.4, so less than a half a Bitcoin, what can earn in 3 months if the broke a high and it goes more than 120, 130. That's 12K with just half a Bitcoin. So right now, what I'm trying my best is to always buy the dip and to buy it lower, because I have seen it can affect the market, and it can anytime go lower. uh, and I will get smaller positions, but I will get on the most lows. I will get the 1 hour low or the 30-minute low, mostly 4 hours lows. I'm looking for the big ones, but if I see small ones in key areas, especially after big ones, I will get the ones on scale one. So if it big drop like this one, now we got the trade, and then the trade when it goes down and then goes up again, so we're in profit. So right now I wouldn't buy more, a lot, because if it goes down again, then I need to deposit even more money. So what's my idea is, first I let this half a Bitcoin go like over this high, settle over this high after a retest and a hold in this position. Check all the time frames, see that you want to go up, especially on a day time frame after that. And yeah, just scale some more from there. From there, just get a half a Bitcoin more, and so on and so forth till 109K. I think I can gather a few Bitcoin. I think. Until now, I didn't even thought about it. I thought I need for trading. I need to trade the gold or forex or indices. But if I do, I need my personal capital, and this is, and besides gold, I think the other one, and indices as well, besides making sometimes a 20% dip like it did now with the tariffs, it goes up, it goes up as well, like DGI, sorry, Dow Jones, on the monthly, even on TradingView, which has only from 2018. It looks like it started here and went down, but that's not true, because this indice didn't start in 2018. It started 28, actually 2008, and in 2008 it was zero. So it's actually 40,000 right now. So besides this big drops that sometimes they do, it is actually up. But for this particular strategy, if you would have been leveraged in these places way too much, you would need way too much money, especially for gold, and for even gold that doesn't have big dips. Even this big one that went here, you would need so much money. Let's say one full contract. In the worst case scenario, I cannot see because the market is closed, but in the worst case scenario, it's a lot, way too much, like tens of thousands, and you would need too much money to cover the drawdown. So the high is up, the uptrend gives you money, but the low trend takes you a lot. Hey, for Bitcoin, it's totally different, because Bitcoin is actually having this in cycles, right? That's the smart thing about it. It doesn't dip a lot, because people that buy Bitcoin smart buy it just when the time comes, and when the time comes to sell, they sell, and maybe they still keep some, but mostly they sell all their stash, because that's how you play Bitcoin. You buy 2023, you sell 2026, you stop and you buy 2020, let's say 2028 again, right, at that price. So that's how it works with buying. With selling, yeah, after we buy it, and now we might sell it when we catch the moment. When we see the downtrend is coming, we will definitely be selling gold, Bitcoin. I cannot wait to sell Bitcoin, because I think it's a masquerade to just think as Bitcoin as whatever storage of value. What the fuck is a tradable asset? When it goes in 2025, when it goes up, you make money. When it goes down, you make money as well. Until now, if you own any stock, when it goes down, you don't make any money. Yeah, so they made this new system that you can actually bet on losing as well, and that goes with all other stocks. So with Bitcoin, you know, you only buy since 2020 I didn't buy it. Here I was not even thinking I can do it. My mind was not doing this. Hey, when we go around here, I started to think about, okay, Bitcoin might it's already past the all-time high, so it will go up. So here I started thinking about trading again, Bitcoin, and here when it go up again, I just realized, okay, so it's definitely going more, because this could have been like another high, like here. See, they it tries to do this and then goes up and another time and then go down. So I thought whatever, this might be a third time after a while, which is uncommon, but who knows. So after this I was not sure, but after this, when it went up and started to go down, here I was in gold trades a lot, so I made money with gold in this time. But sorry, no, not this time. No, around this time. I got it here. I got it here. So this month I was with gold, and I've seen that Bitcoin is going up again as well. So after a dip, after the 109 dip, the presidential election dip finished. So yeah, this month I decided. Yeah, we need to have some Bitcoin. And I basically put a few positions and started taking out with a half a Bitcoin, or a full Bitcoin, started to take out a few K, a few $1,000. And then I realized, okay, I can actually do this again. I took profits. Yeah. I put my money in my bank account. I deposited 10, 20% again. And bull market is still here. So we are still buying and we're still going only on Bitcoin. Probably from tomorrow, the gold is coming back. We have here like a channel that they made. Um, Last week we made mistake here when it retraces here. We got the trade and we went up, and the second day we just didn't realize this retracement is actually going us more down. We thought it's going to be a deeper retracement to go up, but that's not logical, because with this big move, because of this good move, I thought it's going to be bigger, the retracement, and then it goes up again. So I've seen the big one. I've seen the retracement. I scaled up some more here, and then we went up. I was sleeping here again. The same mistake. I won't gonna do this mistake again. Especially this is 11. It's 1 o'clock or 5. So if I'm gonna sleep, I'm gonna put timer at this times, because at this time I'm gonna be awake. But at this time, no. So I'm gonna put always a clock at 5 o'clock or 4, to see if the market reversed at that point, because I have seen this particular aspect in gold and Bitcoin for the past 1 month. When it's riding more in the night than it does in the day. So in the day, it usually retraces. In London and New York, it does some retraces. In New York, it sometimes goes up and retraces in the same session. In pre London and London, again, it usually retraces everything that, or mostly what move has made in Asian session. Yeah, and I will keep this analysis. I will check it more, and I will see if it stands true. But so far it stands. So here, if I wouldn't have over leveraged here, then these positions that I got here, they would have still be in place. But because I over leveraged here and I went to sleep, when we went here again, I was not able to deposit more money to sustain this position, because I'm bullish on gold still. Even with this big retracement, it was a very big, like the biggest one we had so far. Maybe this one was the same. So see, this is the type of drawdowns Bitcoin make. Sorry, gold makes, and then it goes up again. So it already made a big one, so I'm already satisfied with it. Even if we lost this trade, we're gonna we'll get it again. But this time, I'm not gonna get it earlier. I'm gonna let these two trend lines to break. So this one broke already. I wanna now to stay above this one, and when it goes above this one, I wanna see a retracement, And when I see a retracement, then I can straight away go into a more leveraged position. I can put like 200 bucks or 300 bucks in an account and have a one lot. I'm trying that as well, with the possibility of putting another 300 if it goes in drawdown more than I expected. But if I wait in this situation for the trend line to be broken and then retested on the other side of the trend line, then I get this confirmation that we are actually not going down anymore. I'm constantly adapting. So at first I had this trend line, and when it broke, I bought it. We went up again. My mistake. I should have always when we went up fast. Now I'm gonna make like a rule. If it goes like in 4 hours, a lot, like in this candle, I'm gonna definitely close like a lot of the position with a trailing and just leave a few less. Yeah. Um, because in this case, with this broken trend line, we should have broken this trend line as well. But we just created and we didn't did it until we are now trying again. So when this low happened, then the trend line changed like this. So then we broke it here again, and you might have bought it again and went up a bit and then again retrace. So again in the night, very good. In the evening, see, 9 o'clock and 1 o'clock it stopped. So in the evening now, after New York and London overlap, it starts to go a bit more up, and then it went down again. So basically, when it went down again, then I updated the trend line again, and this is now the big trend line, and we're seeing how we're acting now. If it goes back down, then I'm gonna keep this one. If it goes up and rejects it, then I'm gonna adopt the trend line but keep the rejection. See what's happened. Yeah, so far we're just having the patience, because that's most important. uh, I am basically thinking that I'm gonna deposit now some money, just to have in the account and to get like small positions, or to have the money ready, because the market is opening like in 30 minutes or something. No, it's fine. Sorry, 7 minutes. In 7 minutes, the market is open. Bitcoin is having a small retracement. I've seen this as well before. Uh, Before market opens, um, Bitcoin retraces after 12. Sorry, and from 11 to 12, and gold retraces before 11 when market is closing, before market closing. 11 in my country, in Netherlands. All right, cool. So yeah, gold is gold. Another thing I learned is, if I want to trade multiple instruments, I must dedicate an account specifically for them, so I can calculate the drawdown better. Because when both are in drawdown, then my on the same account, then my panic goes bigger, or even sometimes it goes up on on an instrument and down on the other, and then I don't know if I should deposit money or not, or how much I should deposit. If both go down, then I deposit much more in the same account, and then my risk grows higher, or I think it mentally differently. So yeah, I will separate the accounts. If I will put it one of these other accounts, the other money for gold, I'll put like 400 bucks, 500 bucks, and yeah, also stock some gold positions as well, because they all go long term. Goldman Sachs said like 4,500 around, and they try to be like conservative so they don't lose investors thinking that they're bad investors because they give bad advice. They want to be conservative, so they say 4,000, but it's already 3,000, and it's not even half the year. It's already 3,500. It was. So yeah, I'm very much confident that it is going to go up this year as well, like Bitcoin does. Here we have another trade which we're looking for, GBP AUD, which it should be on an uptrend because most of GBP is up mostly with all pairs. Oh, as we can see here, very big uptrend. Like gold, since 2022, is on an uptrend. And right now, we made like a very big retracement, and we're still in the downtrend. I actually bought like two and a half lots, which is a 250K investment. Look how powerful is leverage right now. So I found this company. It's called Super Forex or Superfin, and they basically have a promotion that you can deposit maximum for this promotion just 25 bucks. But if you deposit 25 bucks, then it acts like a prop firm account, and it gives you like 750 in the account. With the only rule is that you make a certain percent of the entire balance that they gave you until for the first payout to be uh, approved. So basically, with 750, I placed like a lot in I think a GBP USD or something. It made me like 100 bucks. I took it, and then it gave me more leverage. So I've been able to I put a position around here of two and a half lots. Right now, I'm still on drawdown. I don't know, 200 bucks, 300 bucks, something like that. But the moment it goes up, let's see, let's trade it. We have 2.5. We have 2.5 lots around here, let's say. Yeah. And now, no, it's not here. So now it's here. We have it less than here. No. So I think the leverage is different a little bit on that account because it doesn't go this much up. Looks like 10,000. So basically, it's not the same leverage because I was around 200 bucks down at most, 200, 300. And this calculation, I believe they have like they cut 1 0. So if it's 10K here, then it should be around 1K for the account. I'm actually gonna check it just a second with the account. I'm gonna show it to you and just double check the price out there. So let me give you a share screen now of the MetaTrader. Stop share screening and then window MetaTrader. Look, it's this one. See? So I took the position here, then it went down. So in a normal account, I would have had 250. Maybe it's a cent account. Yeah, maybe it's calculated like a cent account. So I'm 270 on drawdown, but I deposited 25 bucks, and I'm still in the trade for a long time, 17 for like more than 10 days. In 10 days, I stayed drawdown. But if it goes up, then one single position of mine would be like around 200 bucks. And I having though 2, 3, 5. So, like I said earlier, it should be around 1K. 1K profit from a $25 investment. That's a around 10. Sorry, it's around 5 50 50. Yeah, 50x, 50x. 100x is 2,500. 50x, less than 50x. But it looks like a lot. Like, I hope they're legit, but it looks like a big opportunity, especially for forex, because it doesn't work with commodities. They only have forex. But for forex, that's even better for holding longer positions, for long term, to get paid by interest as well. It actually works. So the same position here, if I would have taken it here, like around February, in February, every single position would have been 500 bucks. So 5 and 5, that's 2,500 made with 25 bucks. That's 100x in from February to April in 2 months. 2 months, 100x leverage trading. Who the fuck says that it's not possible to make 100x? Who the fuck teaches you that you should say 77% per year, 20% per month? Yeah, 30, 50% per month. That's a